Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for the second time this evening. It is approaching 7:30 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time, and if you have turned in to watch the What If 1975 Red Sox Cincinnati Reds World Series replay, you're in the right place. We started this 30 minutes ago, and I was thrown a curve when I was not able to put one of the players in the lineup that should have been in the lineup, which is the reason why I'm playing this series. It's a what if series, and the what if is Jim Rice was on the injured list and did not participate. What if Jim Rice had played in the 75 World Series? Would it have changed the outcome? And when I went to put him in, Action PC Baseball wouldn't let me put him in. Anyway, make a long story short, that was my fault. I didn't know exactly what I was doing, so I had to shut off the first stream and figure out how to put him in the game, which I did. Took a few minutes and found out where I had to make the change in the program so I could use him in a time period he was not used in the regular season. Anyway, that means that we're about to start this broadcast 30 minutes late, but at least we're about to start it. So here we go. As we review the 1975 final standings in Major League Baseball, the Red Sox won the Eastern Division, as you can see on the screen. 95 and 65, they defeated the Oakland A's, who had won the American League pennant 3 straight years. They were 98 and 64, but the Red Sox beat them in the World Series in what some consider an upset. And they got the privilege of playing the best team in baseball, the Cincinnati Reds, who went 108 and 54. Anyway, Jim Rice in September broke his wrist, I believe, on a pitch. Remember seeing it on TV. He broke his wrist, couldn't play in either the playoffs or the World Series. Red Sox went on to beat Oakland and then extend Cincinnati to 7 games. They lost in 7 games in the 75 World Series without what some consider to be the best player on the team, Jim Rice. So without any further ado, let's go to the field and set the lineups for the 1975 What If World Series using Action PC Baseball. The computer's going to handle everything for Cincinnati. I'm going to handle the managing for the Red Sox, although I am going to input the lineups as they were played in 1975. The only change will be is that I'm going to insert Jim Rice where it's appropriate and take out whatever player was put in the position for the lineup. For Cincinnati, Pete Rose leads off at third base. Joe Morgan batting second at second base. Johnny Bench catching, batting third. Tony Perez hitting cleanup at first base. George Foster hitting fifth. Dave Concepcion, sixth. Ken Griffey Sr. playing right field, batting seventh, batting eighth, Cesar Geronimo. And batting ninth, Don Gullett. There he is. And doing the pitching. We got too many players here above the limit, so they're going to ask me to reduce them. Let's see who we're going to reduce in pitching. Nobody. Let's see. We can do some here in Don Werner. We're not going to need him. And I think that'll do it. Let's go to the Red Sox. Red Sox are going to have to inactivate 2 of their players. Steve Dillard will be one of them. Andy Merchant, another. And if we hop over here, Rick Kruger will be inactivated. I think we're okay here. For the Red Sox, the lineup for the opening game of the 1975 World Series had Dwight Evans leading off in right field, Denny Doyle playing second base, batting second. Kari Yastrzemski was in left field, but we're going to put Yaz at first base, hitting third. Hitting fourth, now we got Jim Rice in left field, and he fits perfectly. Carlton Fisk will be catching, hitting fifth. Rico Petrocelli at third base, hitting sixth. Hitting seventh will be Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn was Rookie of the Year and the Most Valuable Player in 1975. Rick Burleson at shortstop, hitting eighth. And hitting ninth, one of my favorite players of all time, pitcher Louis Tiant, who, if it was up to me, would be in the Hall of Fame. There he is. He's pitching. Now, whoops, Boston's one more over the limit. I'm going to have to let them play. This is October 11th. In the real World Series, the Red Sox won the opening game 6-0. In this game, we're about to find out what's going to happen. Welcome to Fenway Park. For the first game of the World Series between Cincinnati and Boston, Don Gullett takes the mound. He'll be opposed by Louis Tiant at 62 degrees, wind speed 3 miles an hour. It's out to right field. It is sunny, so there's going to be no chance. This game is rained out. I just went over the lineups. No sense in me doing it again. The outfield has Rice in left, Lynn in center, Evans in right, one of the most prolific outfields in Red Sox history. Petrocelli, Burleson, Doyle, Yaz at first, Fisk catching, Louis Tiant pitching. Stepping in is Pete Rose, and we're underway. And just like that, Pete Rose puts Tiant's third pitch out of the ballpark, and they lead 1-0. That ball traveled 309 feet. That is not 309 feet. It would be 309 feet right here. I have no idea why it did that, but it did. And just so I can get things accurate here, let's go back to the setup and hit the computer button. So computer's in charge of Cincinnati. Joe Morgan up. And Evans backing up. He's got it in right field. One down. 1-0 as Rose led off the 75 World Series with a home run. Johnny Bench. On the ground, Rico Petrocelli. And he throws to first for the out. 2 down, 1-0 the score. Tiant allowed Rose's home run to lead off the game. Tony Perez steps in. Perez goes down swinging. We head to the bottom of the first. Cincinnati 1. Red Sox come in the bat. Here we go. The outfield for Cincinnati, Foster, Geronimo, and Griffey. Looks like a great outfield to me. Rose, Concepcion, Morgan, Perez in the infield. Bench could be considered the all-time best catcher in the history of baseball. Behind the plate, Gullett pitching. Stepping in, Dwight Evans, yet to be elected to the Hall of Fame. I hope to see him make it someday. Concepcion the first for the out. Denny Doyle. Fly ball to right. Griffey's got it for the out. Carl Yastrzemski. He's going to hit it on the ground to Morgan. 1, 2, 3 go to the Red Sox. We head to the top of the second inning. It's 1-0 Reds. Tiant pitching to Foster. And there's a base hit in the center field. That's going to end up to be a double. George Foster on second base. Dave Concepcion, he hit 274 in the regular season. And he's going to hit it in the right field, and just like that, it's 2-0 Cincinnati. Dave Concepcion on first, a threat to steal. Tiant knows that he throws over. The pitch to Griffey. It's bunted on the ground, but that's going to be foul, right? No. It's not going to be foul. It's going to be an error. The chalkboard's a little off. Yastrzemski made an error. There's a runner on first and second. Let me just go to the display. Make sure the park layout looks good to me. So I have no idea why the chalkboard malfunctioned, but it did. Cesar Geronimo, 257 hitter, runners on first and second. He hits the ball up the middle. Doyle's only play is to first. Runners advance, second and third. The pitcher, Don Gullett. And he's going to hit a line drive in a right field. Evans has made a great play, throws home, and Concepcion is thrown out at home by Dwight Evans. It's a double play. And the Red Sox go to the bottom of the second, trailing 2-0. Well, just like in real life, the computer knows you can't challenge Dwight Evans' throwing arm. During his time in baseball, it was one of the best I've ever seen. Jim Rice is up for the first time in the World Series. And just like that, he gets a hit, and it's going to end up to be a double. And I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the game, but it's already changed. Runner on second for Carlton Fisk. Fisk hits it deep in the center. Geronimo's got it. Fisk is going to hold. Rice is going to hold. Geronimo throws it back in. One down. Runner on second for Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli slaps it in the right field, a base hit. There's a throw home, and Rice beats the throw by Griffey. It is 2-1. Reds. Petrocelli on first. Fred Lynn. 331, 21 home runs, 105 runs batted in. Rookie of the year in 1975 and the MVP. Gullett delivers. Geronimo's got it in center field. 2 down, and Rick Burleson, the Rooster. He's going to hit it on the ground to Concepcion, who boots it. And the Red Sox have runners on first and second. 2 out. Louis Tiant up. Not much of a hitter. And he strikes out. We go to the top of the third, 2-1 Reds. Tiant to face. Rose, Morgan, and bench. Rose homered to lead the game off. This time he hits it on the ground to Denny Doyle. Yastrzemski's got it for the out. Joe Morgan bunts, trying to get a hit. And Yaz throws it to Doyle for the out, 2 down. Johnny Bench. Tiant strikes him out. We're now going to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Reds still ahead. Gullett will face Evans, Doyle, and Yastrzemski, the top of the Red Sox order. 1 down. Doyle to right. Griffey's got it. And Yastrzemski facing Gullett. Looks like it's going to be in foul territory. And Morgan's got it for the out just before he hits the stands. We head to the top of the fourth, 2-1 Reds. Tiant facing Tony Perez. And there is a single to the left. Perez 1 for 2 now in the game. George Foster hit 300 in the regular season with 23 home runs. And he's going to single the left field. And just like that, first 2 runners on against Tiant. Dave Concepcion, 274 hitter in the regular season. Hits it back over the middle. Tiant snares it, throws to first. His only play was not hit hard enough. 1 out, runners on second and third. Ken Griffey. Center field. Will Lynn try to get Perez? Here's the throw. And he's safe. It's 3-1 Cincinnati. Foster goes to third. Geronimo up 0 for 1 in the game. Fly ball deep. It's off the right center field wall over Lynn's head. He's going to be in the second with a double. Geronimo doubles, knocks in the 4th run of the game. Louis Tiant still on the mound. He's facing the pitcher, Don Gullett. Runner on second, 2 away. Grounded to Burleson. Out of the inning, but I don't know how long Tiant's going to stay in. He's allowed 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error for the Reds, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Red Sox. Both teams have left 2 runners on. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Gullett to face Rice, Fisk, and Petrocelli. 1 out, Rice flies to center. Fisk on the ground to Rose. 2 away. And Petrocelli. Line drive. Griffey is going to catch it on a hop. Base hit. Petrocelli on first. Freddie Lynn up to face Gullett. Fly ball deep in the right field, and that ball is off the right field wall. Rounding third is Petrocelli. He'll score. Lynn is on second with a stand-up double. It is now 4-2 after 4 innings. In the 1975 What If World Series, I'd like to thank anybody who's been watching. I apologize for the late start as there was a little glitch, but I fixed it and restarted the stream. And here we are, bottom of the 4th. Rick Burleson up. Slow roller to Rose. He throws it across the diamond to Perez. We head to the 5th, 4-2 Cincinnati. In the original game, Red Sox won 6-0. In the simulation, they're not quite as lucky as they were. Here we go. Pete Rose led the game off with a home run. Tiant delivers. Strikes come out. Joe Morgan, 0 for 2 today. Hits it on the ground. Petrocelli cuts in front of Burleson. Throw to first. He is out. Gets him by a half a step. And Johnny Bench, 0 for 2. Strikeout number 4 for Tiant, heading to the bottom of the 5th. We're halfway home, 4-2 Cincinnati. It'll be interesting to see if Jim Wright makes a difference. So far, the only difference is that the Reds have hit Tiant. Gullett to face Louis Tiant, who's going to bat. They're not taking him out. Fly to center field. Geronimo's got it. Top of the order, Dwight Evans. Evans in the right field, base hit. Dwight Evans is going to end up on second base with a double. Runner on second represents the third run for the Red Sox if they can get him home. Doyle 0 for 2 in the game, 310 in the regular season. Doyle hits it on the ground, and Perez going to take it to the bag himself. Evans advances to third for Yastrzemski's 0 for 2. 269 in the regular season, 14 home runs, 60 runs batted in. Yaz playing first base today. He walks. Here's the first chance Jim Rice has to make a difference in the What If World Series. What if Gullett had to face Jim Rice? Well, here's the pitch. Let's find out. Rice strikes out. To end the inning, we head to the top of the sixth, 4-2, Cincinnati. Tiant still on the mound. Perez, Foster, and Concepcion due up here in the sixth. Perez to left. Rice has it for the out. George Foster, 2 for 2 today. Walks. Tiant pitches around him. Foster on first. Foster can steal a base if you need him to. Davey Concepcion up. There goes Foster. He is safe at second base with a stolen base. One out, runner on second. Concepcion hits a line drive into center field. Base hit. Foster's going to hold at third, not wanting to make it out at home plate with less than 2 outs. Louis Tiant facing Ken Griffey. Red Sox have action in the bullpen. Griffey walks. Cesar Geronimo comes up, and the manager comes to the mound to see who's available to pitch for left-handers. And as we look at it and see, he is going to leave him in. Let's find out if it's a mistake. And there's a base hit in the left field. 2 runs will score. That would rate as a mistake. Poor play by Jim Rice in left field. Only 1 run scored. Tiant now to face Gullett. Tiant remains in the game. They want to put Roger Moret into pitch. We're going to say no. We're not following the computers of ice. Darrell Cheney's going to pinch hit for the Reds. Fred Lynn's got it. Concepcion should walk home with this one. It is now 6-2. Tiant facing Pete Rose. Still wants to put Moret in. We're going to leave him in. Grounded to Yaz, slips to Tiant, ends the inning. However, not before the Reds score 2 more runs at the end of 5.5. It's 6-2, Cincinnati. Fisk up. Pedro Bobone is in, and he walks him as Gullett is removed. Bobone in for relief. Will now face Rico Petrocelli with a runner on first. First strikeout for Bobone. Fred Lynn. Slow roller back to the mound. Going to throw to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. 2 down. Rick Burleson up. There's a line drive in the left field, base hit. Fred Lynn makes it all the way to third. Runners on first and third. And, well, for the Red Sox, some say the stress strategy may pay off. We are going to pinch hit for Louis Tiant. And the Red Sox #1 pinch hitter Bernie Carbo facing Pedro Bourbon. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. And there it is. Base hit in the right field. 1 run's going to score. It's 6-3. And Carbo, just like he did in real life, comes through as the pinch hitter in the 75 World Series. He's on first base. Jeff Hunter checks in. Thank you, Jeff. Nice trade you made in Field of Dreams. I think he's going to help you. Dwight Evans up, runners on first and third. Bourbon came in relief of Gullett. This ball's going to be hit up the middle, but there's a great play by Concepcion, and as all great plays end up, he's out. We head to the 7th. Cincinnati leads 6-3. Red Sox going to need a pitcher. Let's see who's due up here. Lefty, 3 righties. Red Sox are going to put in Dick Drago. Hitting in the 9th spot. He's facing Joe Morgan. He walks him. Johnny Bench. There goes Morgan. Pitch out, and he steals second anyway. Fly deep in the left field, and Rice is going to put it away at the wall. 1 down. Morgan at second. Tony Perez facing Drago. Another fly ball deep to left. And Rice catches this one on the warning track. 2 down. Runner still on first for George Foster, who can hit the ball a long way. He's intentionally walked. I don't blame him because they're now going to pitch to Concepcion. Another fly to left. Well, Rice has got all 3 of them on the warning track. And we are headed to the top of the 7th. Excuse me. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. I didn't hear the national anthem. There it is. Excuse me, take me out to the ball game. I hear it now. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Reds. Red Sox 3-7-1. Cincinnati's left 6 on base. The Red Sox 7. Red Sox have 3 outs. McInerney's coming in relief to face Doyle, Yastrzemski, and Rice here in the 7th. Juan Beniquez to pinch hit. Okay, why not? Ground ball to Concepcion. Beniquez is going to be safe. Beats it out. That ball was not hit hard enough. And Juan Beniquez is on first base. Carl Yastrzemski stepping in. The pitch. He walks him, and Red Sox, believe it or not, bring the tying run to the plate in the form of, you guessed it, it's a what-if World Series. It's Jim Rice. McInerney gets the sign. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Concepcion to Perez. It's a double play. The what-if World Series. That's not how they wrote the script, but there's 2 outs. Runner on third for Carlton Fisk. Fisk is going to hit it in the right field. The Red Sox going to score a run anyway. It is 6-4 with Carlton Fisk in first and Rico Petrocelli coming to the plate. Petrocelli 2 hits today. They could sure use another one now. Grounder. Concepcion is going to throw across the diamond. Perez on the bag for the out. We head to the top of the 8th at 6-4 Cincinnati. Second baseman. Well, we're not going to put in Beniquez. Bob Heiss is at second base. I don't recall him playing much, but he has made it to the What If World Series. Drago pitching to Griffey. As always, the new guy in gets the ground ball, heists to first for the out. Cesar Geronimo's 2 hits today on the ground to Rico. Rico across the diamond. Yaz is not going to make the play. It's going to be an error on Rico Petrocelli. The ball is into the dugout, and Geronimo is at second base. In 1975, there was no barrier in front of the dugouts. Today, in 2025, there is. That ball would not have made it into the dugout. Runner on second, 1 away. Drago facing the pitcher. Will he pitch? No. Dan Dreesen's going to pinch hit. And he goes down swinging. I had Dan Dreesen briefly in one of my Field of Dreams teams. Drago, 28 pitches. He's got a long way to go. He can go 70. Pete Rose led the game off with a home run. And he strikes out to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 6-4 Reds. Raleigh Eastwick coming in to pitch. He will face Fredlin, Burleson, and a pinch hitter for Drago. Freddie Lynn trots down the first. Rick Burleson. Slow roller to short. Can they get him? Throw to second for one. That's all they're going to get. Burleson's on first. And a pitch hitter coming up for Dick Drago. We're going to see Cecil Cooper. Cooper, who started the game in real life at first base because Rice didn't play, coming in to hit for the pitcher Drago. And there's a base hit. Runners on first and second. Tying run on first. 1 away for Dwight Evans. Eastwick delivers. Evans, long fly ball, but Geronimo's got it at the warning track. Looked like it might have been off the wall when it left the bat, but it is just a long, loud out. Bob Heist, the second baseman, steps in, not much of a hitter, and he hits a slow roller to Morgan, throws to first for the out. I would have pinch hit for him, but we have no other second baseman as we head to the 9th, 6-4 Cincinnati. Jim Willoughby is coming in to pitch the 9th inning for the Red Sox. Joe Morgan is going to hit it into right field for a base hit. And he's going to end up at second base, as that was a poor play by one of the outfielders. They're not saying which one. Johnny Bench, 0 for 4. Runner on second. Willoughby intentionally walks him, trying to force Perez into a double play. Strikes him out. 1 out. Now they're going to try to get Foster into the double play. Fly to left. Rice has got it for the out. Nobody advances. 2 down. 2 on for Dave Concepcion. And that's going to be a base hit, I think. And Rice is going to throw to third. 7th run will cross the plate for Cincinnati. And that's 3 hits on the day for Dave Concepcion. Willoughby pitching to Griffey. Another base hit. This one to right field. There's another run. He's out at the plate. No, as Dwight Evans throws his second runner out at home plate, or it would be 9-4. But Dwight Evans is a game changer. If the Red Sox come back, they can thank Dwight Evans throwing 2 runners out at home plate. Eastwick still on the mound. Yastrzemski, Rice, and Fisk here in the bottom of the 9th. Perez picks it up, steps in the bag, one down. Jim Rice. He's going to hit a single in the left center field. That in the game, that is his second hit of the game, although he did not hit when he had runners that he could have knocked in. Carlton Fisk up. And he's going to be out. 2 down. Red Sox down to their last out. Rico Petrocelli. Eastrick throws to first. Rice gets back. Petrocelli in the left field. Foster's got it for the out. Game is over. Game 1 of the What If 1975 Action PC World Series ends Cincinnati 7, the Red Sox 4. As we just quickly review the box scores, both teams had 11 hits, 7-11-1 for Cincinnati, 4-11-2 for the Red Sox. For the Reds, 2 hits for Foster, 3 for Concepcion, 2 for Geronimo. For the Red Sox, Rice with 2 hits, Petrocelli with 2 hits. Winning pitcher is Gullett, pitched 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, struck out 3, walked 1. Bourbon, McInerney, and Eastrick all came in. Eastrick with the save. Tiant now 0-1. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 8 hits, 6 runs, all of them earned. Struck out 4, walked 2. Drago came in for 2 good innings. Willoughby allowed a run on 3 hits, pitching the 9th. I want to thank the few people that came in here and watched this game after our missed start. We will play Game 2 of the World Series tomorrow night. I will do some advertising so you know what time. But as we show here, Cincinnati leads the 1975 What If World Series 1-0. In real life, they lost the first game 6-0. Well, Jim Rice has not changed very much yet, but we've got more games to play. I want to thank everyone for coming by. Hope you have a nice Tuesday evening.